Greetings, Hive fans. Welcome to this afternoon's live stream. 2021 Hive Online World Championship. This is the round of 16. The last match remaining in the round of 16. Match between Quodlibet and BeesKnees. Currently stands at 2 games apiece. We're going into tie breaks today, so it should be very exciting. So we're glad to have you along. Hope we can provide some great Hive action this afternoon. I'm sure it will be very exciting. As you know, these two players, Quodlibet is a 3-time world champion, runner-up last year. BeesKnees is new in the tournament scene. This is his first Hive Online World Championship tournament, and he's done exceptionally well. He came through the qualifying the Board Space Open. Defeated Apollo Q in the first round, and he's done very well against the previous world champion Quodlibet in this round of 16, with the score tied 2 games apiece going into tie breaks. So it should be very exciting. We should be beginning here within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Right now I'm in the lobby waiting for waiting for both players to come in. Let's see if we can get the lobby. There we go. Just have to know which button to press to get the lobby up. So there we are in the lobby. We have Intomo Kine. That's Claudio. We appreciate Claudio joining us, and thanks Claudio for making a contribution to my channel. We appreciate that. Then we have Louise is in the lobby as well. I'm sure he's here to see this fantastic match that's should be coming to a conclusion this afternoon. Louise, of course, has moved into the quarterfinals as well by upsetting Christian Sperling, Eucalyx, previous world champion, in the round of 16, won both games of their tie-break match earlier in the week. So it's been an exciting tournament so far. Let's take a look here at the... Let's get that turned off. Here is the current standings. Let's kind of move this over so we can see everything. In the Mosquito bracket, we can see that Judoka beat me in the first round, and then Zimaru, previous world champion. Judoka had a very tough draw. Had 2 previous world champions defeating me, but losing to Zimaru. So Zimaru is into the quarterfinals. Was not in the quarterfinals last year. The second half of that bracket, Gandak beat Industus and then beat David E.G. So both players there are new to the quarterfinals since last year. In the Queen bracket, Doobie and Frasco 92. Doobie, of course, finished 3rd last year, and Doobie won his first game against Frasco last week. Then in the Pillbug bracket, we've got Quodlibet and BeesKnees filling out the final spot in the quarterfinals. Winner there will be going up against Chigi, one of the quarterfinalists from last year. And then in the Ladybug bracket, Louise, who I mentioned, upset Eucalyx, and Stepanzo, who was the top player that did not finish in the quarterfinals. So when one quarterfinalist last year dropped out, Stepanzo took his position, and he's made it into the quarterfinals this year. So we're looking forward to exciting continued Hive action through the summer. Let's go back to the lobby and see if anybody is in the lobby yet. Hawk 81, another Eastern European player. Hawk, we appreciate having you here in the lobby as well. And of course, if you are watching on the live stream, remember there is a 2-minute time delay. Make it a little bit more difficult for the players if they wanted to cheat to be able to watch my commentary while they are playing, particularly in these rapid time format. The time format in the first 4 games of the tie break, if it goes to full 4 games, is +5, meaning that if you've ever used more than 5 minutes more than your opponent, then you will lose on time default. Jonas K has joined us in the lobby as well. He's usually a regular on the live stream. Maybe we'll be getting a comment from him in the chat section once we get up and going. So the lobby is starting to fill up, waiting for the two combatants who should be coming in very soon. So we're glad to have you along. Of course, appreciate your support. Appreciate you watching the channel. Make sure that if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. Click the like button. Click the notification bell. Those are the things that YouTube is looking for to promote my channel to other players, as other viewers as well. And of course, if you'd like to make a small monetary contribution, there is a link down below. Let's see if I can hit the right button here. I think it's going to be this one. Let me get the lobby out of the way. You can buy me a coffee. There's a link down below, making a small contribution to my channel. I appreciate those that have done so recently, including John Sandel, Tim Carroll, Copper Penny, and Tomokine, who's in the lobby already. And we also have Christian Sperling, Paul Holland, and Bass are my most recent contributors, and I appreciate that. So let's see if I hit the right button here to turn that off, and then let's turn the lobby back on. So BeesKnees has joined in the lobby. So we've got one player, and Quodlibet has joined it as well. So both players are here right on time. It's right dead on 2000 hours GMT, which is 4 p.m. my time, which is the same time as both our players. Quodlibet and BeesKnees are all of us are in the same time zone. So they're saying greetings to one another. They'll be randomly choosing who plays white in the first game. Looks like it might be Quodlibet. He's joining in. And he's setting the game room. Game room 1 set for fixed plus more than opponent 0 plus 5. So he's getting it set up for this. Should be very exciting tie-break games this afternoon. Of course, if one player wins both or wins one and draws one, the match is over. If, however, they're tied at the end of 2 games, we go into another 2-game tie-break. So it looks like we're going to do a random first player. There has been some discussion. The tournaments committee is going to have to discuss that, whether it is random, meaning it truly is random, or it's random choice, which means one player gets randomly chosen and that player gets to choose white or black. So it'll be interesting to see how they're interpreting this. So welcome again. Make sure that you drop me a chat. Let me know who you are and where you're from, if this is your first time or if you're a repeater. So Louise is recommending they flip a coin, so we will see. Quodlibet is asking for heads or tails, so we should be flipping a coin and being underway here very shortly. And of course, if you're following what's going on in the game community worldwide, the Mind Sports Olympiad started yesterday. The first Hive tournament this year is tomorrow afternoon or evening, depending on where in the world you are. And the games will be played at Board Game Arena, and there will be a live stream tomorrow afternoon. I'll be on that on the MSO World, the Mind Sports Olympiad live stream. So BeesKnees won the coin flip, and he's choosing to play white. So we should be underway here momentarily. once they get going, I will try to follow along as quickly as I can in the review room. So if I need to show you anything or have any comments about what's going on, I'll be making those comments in the review room. So in preparation, I'm going to turn the lobby off. And then as soon as they get started, I'll get into that room, get it open and going. And then I'll start off in review mode so I can talk about the first few moves, because typically in these games, the first few moves go very, very quickly. Yep, you can't join the room until they get it open and started. So here we go. Or maybe not. We're still waiting for them to. So Entomo Kind was a little bit quick trying to get in as a spectator, and so they're having to restart the room. Or maybe they're going to go down here to game room 2. So they should be going here very shortly. They're trying to get the game room set up. BeesKnees will be playing white in this first of 2 tiebreak games. Might be followed by more, depending on how it turns out. Let's try game room 3. So here we go. They look like they might be getting ready to start. So they have started. So let me get some things set up here. Chat window off. And here we go. We are underway. So BeesKnees opened with a pill bug. Oh, I don't like it when it does that, so let's try it again. I think I just came. So Quodlibet's opening with a spider, which means that he's going for a buffered opening. And I think I know what the problem is now. So as quite often happens, we've got ants and mosquitoes coming in early. BeesKnees has played the pill bug early, and then Quodlibet has the pill bug in play as well. So we're caught up. So remember, there is a 2-minute delay, and the thunderstorm alert flag is on because it is summertime here in Florida, and I have no idea when the thunderstorms are going to happen, but they will be happening. So I'll try to get questions answered as I see them. Andy Seraph, hello, new player here from Washington State. Your videos have been great. First time catching it live. Looking forward to your book arriving this week. Thank you very much, Andy, for purchasing the book. And Corpig1, question for you. Why is Ladybug the most common opening piece? Probably too much to answer here right now while we're playing, but it's very, very flexible in the opening. You want to get a good defensive piece next to your queen. If you notice how the black queen has both a ladybug and a beetle, neither of those two bugs can get trapped in with the freedom to move rule, where white has the pill bug and the mosquito. So both of them have good defensive setup. So let's see if I can get the review room going here, get caught up, so I can start commenting on what's going on. And as I expected, they are playing fairly quickly here at the beginning. We're less than 3 minutes in. So I'll try to get caught up as much as I can. So they are playing very, very quickly. You can see a lot of ant movement going on. Okay, I believe the review room is up to date. So let's see what we can do. I don't know if you caught my last live stream or not, but in reviewing a game, which I'm going to be making a video of here very shortly, I came up with a new term called an Oreo stack. Of course, an Oreo cookie is 2 chocolate cookies with white cream filling, so black, white, black, and we've got kind of a reverse Oreo stack here with white, black, white. I kind of thought that was a good descriptive term as to what was going on. So let's see what we've got in the way of ants. Ants and mosquitoes. Of course, Quodlibet already has a beetle atop the hive, which has covered the white pill bug. So that's an advantage. He has potential of a beetle factory here to bring in his second beetle. The black mosquito is currently pinned, but with the elbow pin, it is possible that if black can get a bug into this critical spot here, the spider would not be able to keep the pin on the mosquito. And so as I thought might happen, Quodlibet is using the beetle factory. Beetle factory, of course, is an enclosed pocket that is pin proof. It's a pin proof spawn point. And so while I'm talking, let's see if we can get some things caught up here. So and I am completely lost over here. That spider was in the wrong spot. There we go. So Christian allowed the white beetle to climb up. With the black beetle here next to the queen and pill bug combination, the white beetle can cover the pill bug, and then the black beetle covers it. Or, as he just did, he moved the pill bug over, and here comes the second white beetle. And that's very interesting. Quodlibet is allowing the second beetle to climb up as well. And Andy commented that he's looking forward to my book arriving this week. Thank you, Andy, for purchasing my book. Of course, that's the best way you can support my channel is if you haven't already purchased the book. There is a link down below. So let's get back here. We're at BeesKnees is at +1. They've used 4.5 minutes. Quodlibet's used 3.5 minutes. And white has all 3 grasshoppers in reserve. Black only has the 2 grasshoppers in reserve. So a lot of bugs played, and many times when you see things get spread out like this, that might be pointing toward a draw. But white does have 1 beetle up, second beetle threatening. So we'll see what's going to happen here with it. Black does have a beetle, a defensive beetle in place as well. So it looks like that this spider might be planning on doing freeing this ant in this location. So the white beetle moves forward, and more than likely he will be covered. And we have another Oreo stack. So it's interesting to see how Quodlibet moved the pill bug away, but it's still in a proximity pill bug position. So if the white beetle elects to move in, and sure enough, that's what Quodlibet was planning, was the freeing of the ant by means of the spider. So let's quickly do a bug count. The white beetle climbs up. Of course, that makes this spot here a direct drop spot. And so the ant pins the ladybug, which stops the ladybug from being a potential attacking bug. And also that position removes this as a drop spot, as a spawn point, a direct drop spot. And BeesKnees is playing confidently. The danger here, of course, is if the ant moves away to pin the ladybug, then this becomes a direct drop spot here. Which should not be an issue because Quodlibet finishes off the pin replacement, freeing the ant. Now the question is, can white get this last grasshopper into an attacking position? By moving the queen down, it does give a spawn point here with the potential angle of attack to a kill spot. There is a spawn point here with the potential angle of attack to a kill spot. And so now we've got a couple things going on here. The black ant is available, so wherever that final white grasshopper comes in, the black ant can quickly pin it. The other thing that's going on is this black grasshopper can jump in, create a fill, and potentially free the defending black ladybug. So here's the question. Here's a perfect example, Core Pig 1, of why ladybugs are such good defensive moves. And if you notice, the white mosquito moves forward and the black beetle covers it. So this is what happens on these Oreo stacks. You've got a stack of bugs, and then when one of them moves, they can it just kind of reverses, but it's still stacked with now a black bug on the top instead of a white bug. So when the white grasshopper comes in, black could immediately pin it, which is probably what he will do. Thanks for joining, David. Appreciate it. I should say ciao. Quodlibet is one of the best at looking at and counting tempo. So he could very easily be planning on jumping with the grasshopper to free the ladybug. And if you keep seeing me looking over this direction, this is where my screen is, where I can actually see what's going on my YouTube channel live stream. The monitor over just a little bit more this direction, so I can keep an eye on your comments. And we've got someone, it looks like, joining our live stream from Korea. He or she said hello, so greetings back to Korea. I think that looks like Korean, or maybe it's Chinese. I'm not that familiar enough with the Asian languages. That a little bit surprised me. Aha. Now I understand. If the ladybug moves to there, the black ladybug is free. If the ladybug moves to there, then the black pill bug warps the white spider away. So it's getting okay. So very interesting. These are the types of positions that Quodlibet thrives on. He takes these very complex situations and works out. Okay, so what did BeesKnees did there? And then he pinned the ladybug. So far, we haven't gotten the thunderstorm yet, so that's a good thing. So he could be looking, and then, of course, the okay, so let's take a look. Does Quodlibet have what it takes to get these last two kill spots filled? Of course, right now he has not qualified for the win because neither the pillbug nor the queen are covered. If the black beetle covers the pillbug, then that frees the white mosquito to be used as an attacking bug. Okay. He's playing very, BeesKnees is playing very quickly and confidently. Moving to the, oops, I hate it when it does that. Moving to there, freeze the ladybug. And of course now the pillbug could move right over, become a proximity pillbug again, and threaten to take either one of these two attacking bugs away from the attack. So let's take a look here. White needs to fill 3 spots. Has 2 easily with the ladybug and the beetle. But I don't know if it's going to be able to get a third bug into there. Now let's look at black. Does black have the ability? Okay, let's look at okay, interesting. He jumps out with the grasshopper, keeping the ant pinned. Now, let's pretend for a minute that he goes forward with the beetle. Nope, he's not going to do that. He's going to take away, warp out the spider. And of course, that takes away a white attacking bug. Now white needs 4 bugs, and I don't think white's has a method for getting a 4th bug. And then once that occurs, then the black pill bug could actually continue to move out here, keeping these white bugs in totally out of play. And so that's what he's doing, is moving. Ladybug has limited places to go, because if she goes anywhere but there, it frees up this black ant. So let's take a look. Interesting. Sacrifices an attacker. Possibility of freeing the ant. Fighting hard to free that ant. So Quodlibet's playing a control game here. White is running out of movable bugs. And interesting, he moved the queen away. And then Quodlibet pinned it. So of course the white spider can't move, because that would free the mosquito. Okay, he's moving that direction. This is one of the advantages of having the only free ant. Quodlibet can waste tempo just moving the ant back and forth if he needed to. So let's see where. I'm missing something here. They are. See if I'm up to date here. Of course, the danger is the threat here with this grasshopper moving out this direction is if the black grasshopper can jump to here, it'll free the black mosquito. And I hadn't been paying attention to timing. Right now, BeesKnees is +3 and counting. So time is not a critical factor yet. And we can see Quodlibet use that ant. So they're moving very quickly now. Looks like we could be ending up, I have not noticed. One good thing about the interface here at Board Space is it does keep track of duplicate positions. So you'll see every once in a while it'll say second time that this is, I forget exactly the term it uses, but it tells you that it's a second or third time. So I don't think either player is going anywhere right here. So this is going to probably end up in a draw. That would be my guess. I don't think that either player has the bugs necessary to work out a victory here. And I think we're getting into a repetition here, so we might be. Looks like the draw has been offered and accepted. So BeesKnees offered the draw, Quodlibet accepted it. So the first game of the tiebreak is a draw. Now we're going to the second game of the tiebreak. The winner of this game will move on into the quarterfinals. So that was a great game. So let's go reset the review room. Get the lobby open. I'm a little bit surprised there aren't more players, aren't more people in the lobby, but this was kind of a last minute scheduling. I didn't know until this morning that they were going to be playing this afternoon. So Quodlibet asks, can you continue? BeesKnees says yes. So we're going to be playing the second game here very shortly. That game lasted a little over half an hour. A bit quicker than a standard game. Quodlibet says he needs maybe 7 to 10 minutes to take a break. So we're going to be taking a bit of a break here. I appreciate everybody joining. We've got 10 concurrent viewers right now. Of course, if you haven't already, please drop me a note as to who you are, where you're from. We've got a couple new people in watching today. Andy Seraph, we appreciate coming from the state of Washington. That's about as far as you can get from Florida and still stay in the lower 48 here in the U.S. And then David coming from Italy. Appreciate you all joining us today. So let's go back and take a look at Again, here's the bracket. The only one of the quarterfinals that has started, Doobie and Frasco 92 have played one game. It was a great game last Saturday afternoon. Doobie won that one. We have Zimaru and Gandak, Louise and Stepanzo, and then Chigi is waiting for the winner of this match. So we do have some repeat from the quarterfinals last year, but we have primarily new people in the quarterfinals this year. Doobie, Chigi, and Quodlibet are the only three remaining that were in the quarterfinals last year. So we've got at least 5 new quarterfinalists, possibly 6. So it should be very exciting once the quarterfinals get fully underway. Hopefully the games will be played at times of the day and days of the week that I'll be able to live stream, because it is exciting to be able to live stream these matches, to bring it to you and get some comments. I truly appreciate that. So I'll tell you what we're going to do while we're waiting. I'm going to close my review room and then reopen it. Will allow me, we can do a quick review of this game. So let me get some options, make it private. And we don't need track mice. I'll try to keep an eye on the lobby so that when they come back, we'll be able to get right back in. When they start the second game. So let's take a quick review here. BeesKnees opened with a pillbug, and Quodlibet, as we mentioned, opened with a spider. Called a buffered opening because, as you notice, the white queen comes in, the black ladybug, a good defensive bug, a white ant, and then the black queen comes in, one space further away from the white opening bug. The ants come in, the first black ant gets pinned, black mosquito, white mosquito comes in, and as quite often happens, you're pinning ants early on. And with this black pillbug placement, it creates the beetle factory right there, which Quodlibet did an excellent job. First getting another defending bug, the grasshopper, in, and then the beetle. And as we saw, he wasn't concerned about the mosquito covering up the beetle because, again, because of the buffered spider, that mosquito is not in a good attacking position. It's two tempo away from attacking. And then the third black ant comes in, and the third black ant will be mobile. Again, use the beetle factory to bring in the second beetle. And surprisingly, I was a little bit surprised here, but Quodlibet is one of the best at knowing when it's okay to allow your opposing beetle to climb atop the hive. So he went to play for control, allowing the white beetle to climb up, but pinning the last white ant. The other thing that was very interesting here was how he used the pillbug. He moved the pillbug from a good defensive spot out to a proximity pillbug position, which makes it more difficult for the white beetle to cover it. Second white beetle comes in, and Quodlibet wasn't even concerned about that second beetle. Brings in the spider. And frees up a black ant. This was also an extremely important spot here when the black ant pinned the ladybug and took this spot away as a direct drop spot. Not concerned about the direct drop, knowing that he's going to get a second free ant. And the Oreo stack just moved forward. And then from this point onward, it was just maneuvering around, hoping that the other player might make a mistake, because it did not look like either player from this point forward had the bugs necessary to deliver a victory, particularly when Quodlibet shifted the pill bug from this proximity pill bug location to this proximity pill bug location, and then was able to warp the spider out of a kill spot. So Corpig1 asked the question again about the ladybug. If a ladybug gets warped away by the pill bug, the ladybug can automatically have an angle of attack to the spot it was just warped out of. The spider, however, no longer has an angle of attack. It could theoretically go to here and then to there, but that takes two moves to get to there. And then it's not going to happen because Quodlibet just continued to move the black pill bug out, and that effectively reduced white strength by 1 bug. Of course, those are the three keys to winning at Hive are strength, mobility, and tempo. In my book, I quote a 19th century American general who said, "Get there first with the most." So the get there is the mobility, first is the tempo, with the most is the strength. And by this pill bug maneuver, Quodlibet was able to reduce white's strength by 1 bug, which was enough to make sure that white wasn't going to win. So hopefully we'll be started here very shortly. Quodlibet says, "Okay, I'm ready." And BeesKnees said the same. So we're going to be getting the show on the road here in just a minute. So I'm going to shut the lobby off. Once they get into our game room, they are launching in game room 3. So once I get the spectator room open, let's get some settings made. Use text log, no chat window, no track mice, and then make the room a bit bigger. So we are in the room. Now let's do it. Quodlibet, of course, is playing white. He opens with a ladybug. And BeesKnees opened with a pill bug again, followed by the mosquito. And then BeesKnees playing black chose a C queen formation. And we're up to date. This is a more traditional opening here. Again, playing for control. So let's see what we can do about getting the review room set up. I don't like this review room, so we're going to shut it down here real quickly. See what I can do about getting a new review room opened. Once I started replaying a game, then I couldn't use it as a complete review room the way I had before. So let's get it going here. So bear with me a minute while I get caught up here. Okay, I believe my review room is up to date. So let's see what's going on here. We've got both players have a mobile ant, although the white ant is currently pinning the black ant. The black queen is already pinned, but not yet qualified for the win. The white spider was threatening to either perform a pin replacement or pin the black ant, so the black ant pins the spider. And of course the black mosquito still has ant power. So white could bring in the spider with a threat to pin the black mosquito. That would be a possibility. So white is beginning the attack, and now an interesting scenario here is that one might immediately think that the white ant could move in, freeing the white mosquito to come up, but the black mosquito could cover the white beetle, and it takes away the beetle power from the mosquito. So again, looking to play the control game. Quodlibet pins the black ant. So let's take a quick look here. So 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I missed something there. Ah. So the white beetle is no doubt going to climb up, and then there's a really good chance that black will play a defending beetle there. Oh, that is interesting. He did not climb up. He moved forward. Interesting. Let's make sure I'm up to date here. It looks like I am. So the white beetle is inside a pocket, so it is pin proof. I don't know that white has enough bugs to be performing a surrounding the pill bug. So BeesKnees warped the white beetle away. Interesting. Now let's take a look at what can happen here. The white ladybug can pin the black beetle. Or he can just begin the attack. Now white can play a bug right there. Black could warp the beetle away. So that would be an interesting possibility. Nope, he's going to jump over here and attempt to free another ant while keeping the black queen pinned. Very interesting. So even though black has a beetle up and can get a second beetle up, he's still pressed for time here. Oops. Brought in a grasshopper there. Playing very quickly. Let's take a look at what the time looks like. Quodlibet is plus 2.5. Now Quodlibet is threatening to completely surround the black pill bug. But the question is, does he have two bugs to get into these two final kill spots? Well, so this is a very exciting. Let's see, white is threatening if he goes there. I don't know if he's, let's see. These kinds of situations are very, very, very complex when you've got these. Okay. Very interesting. See, I question that a little bit, although I shouldn't be questioning 3 times world champion. But now he moves forward with the okay. Yep, I was concerned that emptying this spot would allow the pill bug, but if the pill bug warps the queen away, we've got 2 bugs aiming for that take the kill shot. Wow, this is and of course he can just move to there. Nope, because he can warp the ant away. So if he goes to there, he can warp the ant away as well. Take a look at time. Time is not an issue right now. It's at approaching +2 for Quodlibet. But Quodlibet only has 1 bug left in the reserve, so that might be critical. So let's take a look. How can white get... Thing about it is this black ant here is mobile, because if the white spider could come in here with a line of attack to that spot, but it could easily get pinned. So that's not a good choice there. And of course, as we mentioned, if this mosquito goes to there, then that allows that ant to get warped away. That might be the best option. The mosquito to here. You can't allow the mosquito to climb up. Nope, he's playing the spider, which is going to force black to respond. He could respond by playing the block. There's more than one way to defend against the spider. He could do the direct pinning the spider here, or he could play the block with the ant here, or he could play the block with the ant there, or he could play the block with the spider. Okay. BeesKnees elected to pin the ant and play the block with the spider. Now look at this line of play here. What if the grasshopper goes to here? Nope, let's do. He warps the queen away. Ah, okay. Now the pillbug. He's forced to do that, and now the white beetle climbs up. Oh, very interesting. Well played. Both of these ants are now tied down because the pillbug is in very strong attacking position, and the white beetle climbs up. Wow, what a great game. I don't think that BeesKnees has any defense here. Because if he moves forward to stop the grasshopper jumps in. Well played, Christian. Excellent example of how you can use your pillbug to warp the opposing queen into an unhappy situation. Because that's exactly what he did. He warped the black queen right into that little round ring of white bugs. And then the pillbug was threatening to take the kill shot with either one of these white bugs. Well played, Christian. A game that well defines a three-time world champion. Of course, we're not going to have another Quodlibet Judoka finals this year, with Zimaru upsetting Judoka in the round of 16, but we could very easily have another finals with Quodlibet in it. And so BeesKnees falls on his sword with the beetle jumping in. So let's quickly get the chat window open. BeesKnees says, if you ever want to talk Hive, I'd be interested in discussing strategy. Quodlibet, that's probably the hardest I have played ever. Good luck going forward. Quodlibet says, sure, let's talk later. Thanks for the games. No, thank you for the games. 2 great games this afternoon. First game was a draw. Second game was an excellent game played by 3-time world champion Christian Galeas, Quodlibet. What an exciting game this turned out to be. So let's real quickly get over here and get the lobby back open again. And I'd like to thank you all for joining with me this afternoon. Let's see, the live stream lasted an hour and a half. That's not too bad. I appreciate it. We've got 16 concurrent viewers, which is a lot for this live stream. I appreciate you all joining us this afternoon. Of course, my goal here is to help you play Hive like a champion. And these live streams give some ideas on some of the best Hive being played today in this 2021 Hive Online World Championship. The quality of play this year is at a level I've never seen it before. Everybody that made it into the tournament, all 32 invitees were fantastic players. The 16 that made it into the round of 16 were amazing. We had some really, really good matches in that round of 16. And the quarterfinals and on are going to be just as exciting, I am absolutely certain. So the quarterfinals are all set. We've got Zimaru versus Gandak, Dubé versus Frasco 92, Quodlibet versus Chigi, and Louise versus Stepanzo. So we've got players from all around the world. Let's take a look. We've got Zimaru from Greece, Gandak from, I believe he's from Romania. Yes, he's Jan, the Romanian juggler. Dubé is Asian, Chinese, living in California. Frasco 92 is Italian, spent a lot of his time playing in England while he was doing his PhD studies. Chigi is from Eastern Europe as well. Louise and Quodlibet are from South America. Quodlibet from Chile. Louise from Brazil. And Stepanzo is Russian, has been living in the northwestern United States, but I hear that he's just transferred his job. He's moving to Texas. So we have an international group here in the quarterfinals, and it should be exciting from this point forward. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. And remember, if you haven't already, best way to support the channel is to link down below my book, Play Hive Like a Champion. That's what I'm here to do, is help you play Hive like a champion. If you'd like to make a contribution, you can buy me a coffee. Also a link down below. If you'd like to buy a copy of Joe Schultz's book, The Canon of Hive Groundwork, if you haven't already purchased a copy, if you do it through the link from my website, I get a little tiny piece of it as well. So we truly appreciate it. And again, I'd like to mention thank you to my supporters. The ones that I have, my most recent ones are listed right there on the page. John Sandel, Tim Carroll, Copperpenny, Claudio Yordach, Christian Sperling, Paul Holland, and Bass. We truly appreciate all of your contributions. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off. As always, I'm here helping you play Hive like a champion.